Sec 4, just sit down. Casey, join with your class. Mau difoto, mem? Michael, Ben, Audrey, please sit down. No. Ada iklan? Sorry. Kita disponsori sama Sensitive. Okay. Good morning, our distinguished principal, esteemed teachers, beloved students, and respected guests. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to inaugurate this I don't want it. Oh, okay. It's okay. Okay, again, good morning, our distinguished principal, Ma'am Liani, esteemed teachers, our beloved students, and respected guests. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to inaugurate this inspiring session of project-based learning. And our students have poured their dedication and creativity into their projects. And today we are here to witness the fruits of their hard work and innovations. Let us take a moment to center ourselves in prayer. Heavenly Father, we gather before you today, seeking your divine guidance and inspiration. Bless our endeavors and guide us through this journey of knowledge and creativity. May your wisdom illuminate our minds, and may your grace be upon each student and their projects. We offer this day to you, trusting in your infinite wisdom. Amen. Before we delve into the heart of today's event, let me provide you with a brief rundown of the proceedings. We will begin with the presentation of rules for both our presenting groups and our esteemed audience, followed by the exciting presentation from our talented students. So without further ado, let's set the stage for an engaging and enriching experience. Rules for group presenting. As we move forward, let's establish a framework for an orderly and fruitful session. Each presenting group is requested to adhere to the following rules. First, limit your presentation to 10 minutes minimum to 20 minutes maximum of time limit. Second, clearly articulate your project's objectives, methodology, and results. Third, encourage questions and feedback from the audience. Fourth, maintain a professional and respectful demeanor throughout the presentation. And five, be mindful of time constraints to ensure everyone has an opportunity to showcase their work. And next, rules for all of the audience. Equally important is the role of our esteemed audience. To ensure a supportive and constructive environment, we kindly ask you to observe the following rules. First, reserve questions for the designated question and answer session. Second, provide constructive feedback to encourage the students in their learning journey. Third, refrain from disruptions during the presentations. Fourth, please silence your electronic devices to minimize distractions. And five, show appreciation for each group's efforts through your attentive presence. As we progress through today's agenda, I am thrilled to introduce our talented student groups. Each presentation promises a unique insights into their projects. Without further delay, let us embark on this intellectual journey together. Secondary 1 project presentation. The main theme is about bullying. Okay. Secondary 1 students passionately delve into the theme of bullying. Their insights, creativity, and dedication will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on us. And without further delay, let's commence this session dedicated to addressing the critical issue of bullying through the lens of our young scholars. With enthusiasm, let's welcome our first group of Secondary 1 students. Give applause to them as they present their projects aimed at understanding, addressing, and ultimately eradicating bullying in our school and community. Okay, let's enjoy and pay attention. Which one? The first group? The first group, okay. Use your time effectively. Regina's group, okay, go. Which one of you the presenter? You, the presenter? Use it.
Excellent, mega. Excellent, mega.
Kalian berdua di sini.
3 di sini, 3 sana ya.
Enggak.
We need the help of our form teachers to collect the mobile phones of our students. It will distract the presentation of this respective group. Okay, use your time effectively, group 1, or we will disqualify you from this event and you will get 0 scores. Be ready in 1 minute. Secondary 4, submit your phones here. Your mobile phones. Who's the phone monitors of secondary 4? Okay. Ada di locker. Oh, okay. Good. Aduh. What happened? Go, Andrew, use your laptop if it is possible. Do it as soon as possible, as fast as you can. Are you ready? Darren and friends, ready? Who's the presenter? Okay, use the mic right there. Jangan kumpul di sana, nyebar. Oke, go. Axel ke sana, berdirinya ke sana, nggak kelihatan.
Good morning, friends and teacher. We will present our project kolaborasi.
Sorry. Use your mic like this.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, friends and teachers. We will present our project kolaborasi that we made about bullying.
Next.
Sekarang kamu tidak punya tempat untuk melari. Kamu sangat gendut. Iya, kamu sangat besar juga. Hentikan. Haha, kamu tuh alay. Kalian sedang ngapain?
Apakah kalian menggertak Habibi? Kalian tidak baik.
Kami hanya bersanda dengan dia.
Hentikan apa yang telah kulakukan hingga pantas menerima ini.
Jika dia bilang berhenti, maka kalian harus berhenti.
Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you guys.
Di sana.
Darin mana? Situ. Darin.
That's all.
Friends and teacher, thank you for watching our videos. Friend and teacher, thank you for watching our videos, and I appreciate you guys all for watching the videos. Thank you.
And now I will encourage you, the audience, to ask questions to this respective group. Start with maybe the panelist, Mem Novi, Ibu Stefania, And Ibu Dani, maybe some questions ready to ask? Okay. Silahkan menggunakan mic.
Baik, dari pelajaran bahasa Indonesia, ya. Apa konsep utama yang ingin kalian sampaikan lewat video tadi? Gagasannya apa?
Untuk stop bullying dan tidak mengejek orang, dan supaya sekolah ini tidak ada bully lagi gitu.
Oke, satu lagi ya. Selama kalian bekerja sama, apakah tujuan tadi itu betul-betul dilakukan atau hanya di dalam cerita saja?
Di dalam cerita saja.
Dalam cerita saja? Betul, tidak ada ejek-ejekan selama proses?
Tidak, karena kita lip sync kayak.
Bukan selama proses. Apakah kamu sih gitu, kamu, nah itu ada saling menyalahkan atau saling menyudutkan? Ada terjadi pasti, seperti itu.
Ada.
Berarti proses tadi belum kalian lakukan bahwa kalian tidak akan melakukan bullying kan?
Ya.
Oke, geser dulu dah.
Ya, belum dipahami mungkin ya. Apa kabar?
Baik.
Oke, dari Serayan sih cuma mau tanya satu-satu ya, jawab nanti. Apa yang sudah kalian lakukan dalam mengerjakan proyek ini? Dari Derin. Siapa mengerjakan apa? Siapa mengerjakan apa? Gitu. Silahkan.
Jadi saya
Dekat.
Sebagai aktor, saya tadi sih ada rekaman yang hilang, jadi tidak ada kayak bukti bahwa saya bilang kalau jika menggertak atau bullying akan terjadi apa, kamu bisa kenapa gitu, sama ada pasal-pasal juga.
Jadi Derin menjadi aktor saja?
Saya juga menulis skripsinya sedikit juga.
Membantu
skripsi. Ya.
Hanya 2?
Ya, itu aja.
Nggak ada lagi membantu yang lain?
Ya, palingan juga video sih.
Oh, nge-tag video juga?
Ya,
bantu
video ya.
Oke.
Lah.
Silakan Nikanor.
Saya sebagian dari video saya masukkan.
Maju dikit coba. Satu langkah, jangan takut. Maju dikit. Nah. Dah.
Saya memasukkan video-videonya dan teman-teman. Saya masukkan videonya, teman-teman saya.
Berarti mengedit gambarnya. Ya. Pakai apa tadi?
CapCut.
Oke, berarti benar ngerjain nih, karena tahu. Terus?
Saya juga menjadi aktor dan sedikit membantu pada skripsinya.
Oke. Hanya itu?
Ya.
Oke, silakan berikutnya.
Saya juga sebagai aktor dan
deketin mic-nya. Nggak akan musuhan kok, nggak santai.
Saya juga sebagai aktor dan membantu membuat skripsi, naskah, naskah dan edit di CapCut.
Membantu
ya.
Di edit di CapCut. Ya. Oke, hanya itu saja?
Ya.
Oke.
Saya jadi aktor dan bikin naskahnya.
Hanya itu saja? Oke.
Saya menjadi aktor dan membuat naskahnya juga.
Oke, berarti sama.
Aku membuat.
Agak jauh, Seren juga akan kedengeran kan suara Seren kan kalau di sini kan pernah enggak?
Aktor dan membantu membuat naskah.
Yang menentukan kalian pakai aplikasi CapCut siapa?
EXO.
Oh, Nikanor. Yang menentukan lagu siapa?
Aku, Aileen dan
Nah kenapa tadi nggak dibilang? Aku juga nentuin lagu sir. Itu yang sudah saya lakukan. Itu. Yang mengedit lagunya siapa? Itu kan lagunya kan pasti dipotong dong.
Ya.
Iya, siapa?
Aku, EXO dan Ailin.
Oke. Lagunya ada berapa?
Sekitaran ada 3.
Ada 3. Tuh ada lagi tuh. Ayo.
Nah, gini, yang editan awalnya ada 3, tapi yang tadi editan yang Aileen tadi ada lagunya tapi nggak terlalu kedengeran lah kalau saya.
Berarti totalnya ada 3. Oke, yaudah terima kasih. Silakan dilanjutkan.
Terima kasih.
Ke Bu Dani ya.
Menurut kalian, contoh yang kalian berikan sudah relevan dengan tema belum? Satu orang satu ya jawabannya.
Menurut saya sudah dicontohkan, soalnya tadi udah ada bukti bahwa Andrew sebagai victim korban dan Aileen, Regina dan Maika sebagai pembuli gitu. Jadi ya sudah dicontohkan sih bagaimana itu bullying.
Satu jawaban lagi dari pelajar perempuan.
Saya juga sama Derin sih. Di videonya udah dibuktikan bahwa Andrew sebagai korbannya sudah ada ceritanya sendiri dan pembulinya juga minta maaf dan mereka berteman di akhirnya.
Ya.
Baik, karena waktunya sudah habis, saya persilahkan kalian untuk duduk. Terima kasih, beri applause.
Terima kasih ya semua.
Give them your applause. The second group will present the same theme about bullying. Okay, please perform or present your presentation. Maybe the second group will be much better. Okay. The timer will start in right now 10:28. You will have only 15 minutes start from now. Okay, Abi, Michelle, Jennifer, Edgar, use your time effectively. Time's running out.
Mungkin sambil menunggu temannya mempersiapkan videonya, yang lain bisa mulai presentasi dulu ya, bagaimana kalian mengerjakan, bagaimana prosesnya, apa isinya.
Introduce your group to the audience and also the judges.
Oke. Halo teman-teman, nama saya Edgar. Hari ini saya dan teman-teman saya akan mempresentasikan proyek P5 atau proyek kolaborasi. Di sini kelompok saya ada Michelle, Haley, Abby, dan Jennifer.
Selamat pagi anak-anak. Oke, hari ini kita akan mengerjakan tugas kelompok. Sebelum itu, Ibu mau tanya, apakah ada yang absen hari ini?
Casey tidak datang, Bu.
Oh, Casey tidak ada hadir ya. Oke, kalau begitu, siswa yang ada di sini silakan membuat kelompok.
Hahaha, nggak ada yang mau berteman sama si Piper, sampai nggak ada yang mau berkelompok sama si Piper lagi.
Kasian. Iya, kasian si Piper nggak punya kelompok.
Iya. Sudah waktunya istirahat. Aku mau makan di luar aja.
Kenapa ya aku selalu sendiri, tapi si Asia pengganggu itu selalu diikuti oleh teman-temannya.
Karena kamu nggak apa-apa kan, emang si Asop emang berlebihan terlambat.
Iya, aku nggak apa-apa.
Kenapa kamu mau mengikuti ajaran dari Asop? Kenapa emangnya? Kenapa kamu mau berteman dengan dia? Aku lebih berteman sama dia daripada kayak kamu gak punya temen. Kamu kenapa? Pasti karena ejekan Laira sama Asop ya? Yaudah yuk.
Piper, kenapa matamu merah? Tadi udah diajak sama Lina dan Asop.
Kes, akhirnya kamu datang. Hahaha, itu si Piper hilang sekali, gak punya banyak teman lagi.
Kamu gak boleh gitu, aku gak bakalan tadi perasaannya.
Piper, kamu gak apa-apa?
Iya, aku gak apa-apa. Kalau begitu aku bakal kasih tahu Laira sama Asop sama aku.
Iya, makasih ya, Kes.
Asop, Laira, kalian sudah berbuat jahat karena sama aku pada Piper.
Sih, kayaknya kita harus minta maaf kepada si Piper, karena kalau kita dikosongin dia kita pasti sakit hati.
Ya udah, ayo kita minta maaf ke Piper.
Ayo. Piper, maaf ya, aku sudah sering berbuat jahat kepada kamu.
Ya kita minta maaf Piper. Kita tidak akan melakukan itu lagi.
Iya dong.
Teman-teman, kita harus stop bullying karena
Pasal 310 ayat 2 Undang-Undang Pidana dikatakan bahwa tindakan menulis atau menyebarkan tulisan yang merugikan dan merusak reputasi seseorang atau suatu lembaga, dan juga
Efesus 4:29, janganlah ada perkataan kotor keluar dari mulutmu, tetapi pakailah perkataan yang baik untuk membangun, di mana perlu supaya mereka yang mendengarnya beroleh kasih karunia. Terima kasih.
Fighting round the circles,
And now we have only 5 minutes for question and answer session. Maybe Budani will ask a question for you.
Dalam mengerjakan video, apakah inisiatifnya hanya satu orang atau kalian bareng-bareng gitu? Siapa yang paling sering berinisiatif ngajak, ayo kita bikin video?
Semuanya, Bu.
Semuanya?
Iya.
Ya, menarik ya. Dari mana ide ceritanya ini muncul? Apakah itu terjadi dalam kehidupan kalian atau muncul begitu saja?
Kita sih muncul begitu saja dengan berdiskusi.
Lewat diskusi, oke. Siapa yang paling banyak menulis bagian naskahnya? Karena naskahnya cukup rapi.
Saya sama Ebi.
Kamu dan Ebi yang menulis naskah?
Ya.
Lalu kata-katanya dari siapa?
Kita berdua sama Hailey, dengan Hailey.
Oh, jadi yang dua tidak ikut?
Mereka berdua kasih idenya, Bu.
Oh, jadi ide bersama tapi yang mengetik?
Kita bertiga.
Bertiga, oke. Ya itu saja dulu. Bu Stefani?
Tadi kan kalian mencantumkan undang-undang.
Ya.
Nah, itu mengenai undang-undang pidana ya. Nah, kalau yang kalian ketahui mengenai anak, ada nggak yang kalian ketahui pasal undang-undangnya? Karena kan pidana itu kan ada perbedaan antara orang dewasa dengan anak di bawah umur.
Kita belum tahu yang undang-undang anak.
Oke, nggak apa-apa. Tapi nanti tolong dibaca, dipelajari kalau itu ada di Undang-Undang Nomor 35 Tahun 2014 tentang perlindungan anak. Nah, nanti jadi kalian bisa baca kalau masih di lingkungan sekolah itu ada undang-undangnya di situ. Gitu. Terus Miss mau tanya satu lagi. Jadi menurut kalian tadi solusi yang kalian berikan di video tersebut apakah sudah cukup untuk mencegah terjadinya bullying? Kalau belum cukup, apa ada tindakan lain nggak untuk mencegah bullying di sekolah seperti apa?
Mungkin itu belum cukup karena itu cuman contoh atau diselesaikan dengan hanya berminta maaf. Mungkin tindakan lainnya seperti mungkin tindakan lainnya seperti hukuman dari sekolah atau tindakan lainnya.
Thank you.
Oke, satu lagi saja ya. Dari video dan naskah yang kalian buat, pelajaran apa yang kalian dapatkan?
Untuk menyelesaikan masalah dengan berkomunikasi atau permusyawarahan yang baik.
Oke, satu-satu coba ya. Dari Ebi, apa yang kamu dapatkan dari proyek ini?
Selalu berdiskusi dengan teman.
Diskusi dengan teman, oke. Ya, closer. What's the moral?
Ya, ngasih ide gitu, kalau di kelompok jangan diem aja.
Aktif di dalam kelompok, jangan diam saja. Oke. Kemarin kamu aktif? Aktif ya, aktif memberikan ide. Oke, Hailey?
Kita harus bisa bergotong dengan yang baik, karena kita kan harus berdiskusi dengan baik juga.
Oke, bergotong. Oke. Michelle?
Jangan membuli.
Jangan?
Membuli.
Jangan merundung. Oke, baik. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Between session to the next session for the secondary 3, I'll give you 5 minutes to go to toilet or any other preparation. Just use your time. In 5 minutes we will regather here. Okay, lower secondary students, please rejoin in this circle area, and please sit down. Thank you. We will proceed with the next project presentation. Okay. The judges. Who will be the panelists? Miss Astrid, and then Ma'am Lily. Okay. The other one, Mr. Budi. Let's call Pak Budi. Please take your seat. Okay, we will wait for the coming of Pak Budi. Okay, Pak Budi, take your seat. Okay, let's welcome our panelists. Miss Astrid, please stand up, Miss Astrid. Give applause to Miss Astrid. Second panelist, Ma'am Lily. Ma'am Lily. And our third panelist, Mr. Budi. Okay. Okay. Today, our secondary 3 students present their innovative project centered around waste sorting. In a world where environmental consciousness is paramount, their endeavors represent a commendable effort towards a sustainable future. Let's dive into this session with an open mind and a shared commitment to preserving our planet. Without further ado, let's invite our secondary 3 groups to the stage, each bringing forth their unique perspectives and solutions to the challenge of waste sorting. Join us in applauding their dedication to creating a greener, more sustainable world. Let's start with the first group. Who will be the first group? Gwinnett and her friends. Okay. We can see them today as executives with the special dress code. Okay, use your time effectively. 15 minutes. Start from now.
5-minute explanation, and then 5 minutes again the audience question and answer.
Yeah.
5 minutes again preparing for next.
Okay. Okay. Let them do it. Okay. Let them.
Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are fine, and the judges as well. All right. So before, whilst we wait for the presentation to begin, perkenalkan, introduce myself. My name is Casey.
My name is Beverly.
I'm Gwyneth.
Yes, and today we will be presenting about this. This is books. This is books.
These are our compost.
This is compost. This is some compost we have. These are the results. and we will be explaining it further in our presentation soon.
Lagi loading, ma'am. Okay, so this is our compost after decomposing. As you can see, we have 4 different containers. This one is the one without any maggots, or insects or mealworms. And then this one is the one with 15-gram maggots and 15-gram mealworms. So we mix both of the insects together. And then this one is 30-gram maggots, and then this one is 30-gram mealworms, as you can see.
Yes, so our target or our goal for the presentation, everyone, this is the goal for our presentation is to determine which type of combination or which type of plain insect will decompose these books, this organic waste, this you can see here,
as you can see there,
faster. Which will do it faster. We used some different combinations, and we will explain in accordance to our research in the presentation. Okay. So what is compost? Compost is decayed organic matter, organic material used as a plant fertilizer. So what does this mean? So basically in your house, if you have any food waste, it can be from anything, food waste, and can be from peels of fruit or vegetables. It can be created into this compost, which is when those organic wastes, such as you can see these books here, is already decayed, and then it can be used as a plant fertilizer so that the plant can be can grow better in here. And so there are many different types of compost, but the ones we do here is the compost, farmyard manure, green manure, and vermicompost. These are just some different types of compost. And this is our purpose of the presentation, our scientific question, in other words, is do maggots and mealworms help decompose food waste faster? Using our experiment here, we will determine and hopefully answer our question.
So this is an example of our compost. This is us preparing it day 1, and this is in the midst of it about like November 27, and then this is just 2 days before we decided to stop our experiment at December 5. And so our independent variable for our compost is the insects used, which is mealworms and maggots. And then the dependent variable is how long it takes for the compost to decompose. And the controlled variable is the layers of compost, which I will explain here. So this is what we draw, the diagram that we did for a step of our project. And this is our inspiration, but we decided to just use layer 2 and layer 3, which is green layer and brown layer. And the brown layer that we used is twigs and dried leaves, while green layer is fresh leaves. And then this is our food waste. We use mango peel, carrots, bananas, and potato skin. And then we changed the maggots to mealworms.
Okay, so these are the materials and procedure for our experiment. So first, for the materials, you can provide 4 used containers, and then maggots and mealworms, minimum 100 grams each, and then soil, dried leaves, dried sticks, and fresh leaves. Basically, all these materials you can find in your household except for the maggots and mealworms. And for the procedure, prepare 4 used containers and label them with the different materials you're going to put in. Like, for example, this one, no maggots. This one, mixed, so it's 50-gram maggots and 50-gram mealworms. And for this is 30-gram maggots, and this one's 30-gram mealworms. And after that, add soil as the base of the compost, and then add dried leaves and twigs on the top of the compost. And make sure it covers the surface of the soil. And then after that, add green layer on top of it. It could be fresh leaves that you can find scattered around your backyard. And then add the food waste on top of it, making sure it covers the whole container, but not fully, so you still have space to add in your insects. And then lastly, add no insects on the first container, and then add 30 grams of maggots to the second container, add 30 grams of mealworms to the third container, and lastly, add 15 grams of maggots and 15 grams of mealworms to the last container. And after that, just wait and see how each of the container decomposes.
this is the project aim, just as we said before, to reduce food waste in our household. And this is our hypothesis. We think that the 15-gram mealworms and the 15 grams of maggots would decompose of food waste faster because it uses both mealworms and maggots. And then our question is, just like before, the scientific questions, which is, do maggots and mealworms help decompose food waste faster? And our experiment, again, as just already described before, we use 4 different containers with 4 different maggots and mealworms, just like our independent variable.
And this is the pictures and result of our compost. So this is the first day. This is when we first started the making of the compost, and that one is the second day. As you can see, the mango skin there starts to become a bit dried up on the edge, and the color starts to become a bit darker. And on the third day, almost all of the mango skin became dark in color, and then there's also like molds growing on the food waste. And then this one at the bottom, this is the compost on 5th December, the last one we took. This one is the one with maggots. As you can see, the food waste is more like smaller, so that means like the maggots like ate some of it. But for the mealworms, the size of the food waste of the mango skin stays the same, so there's not much changes. And then that one is the one mix. There's also not much changes, but you can see how it becomes really moldy, like the carrot skin, the potato skin, and the mango skin. And the one on the bottom right corner is the one with no insects at all. As you can see, it's pretty similar to the one beside it, the one on the left. It's moldy, and the mango skin has become completely black.
Okay, and so to conclude our experiment, out of 2 insects and 1 untouched compost, mealworms break down food waste the faster. The humidity also affects the rate of decomposition. So, fun fact is actually this project is about sustainability, right? So, these containers, we purposefully used the used containers so that we can prevent buying new plastic. So we just reuse this one from my office, and then we purposefully also picked the tall ones so that the maggots won't escape their cells. Yes, that's our aim as well, and that helps to our goal.
And then we just found out about yesterday when we discussed it that the humidity also affects the rate of decomposition. You might not see it clearly here since I guess the compost bin isn't too clear, but if you see here, Casey's result compared to mine's and Beverly's are way different because his isn't moldy at all. Instead, it's just left with twigs and leaves, or basically the green and brown layer, meaning that it has successfully decomposed. Ours instead, me and Bev, since we actually left it in closed place, what I mean is Bev covered it with a paper bag, I covered it with a plastic bag, while Casey left it open in his backyard, I think. And so we feel like because the humidity level is different, that's why our results may differ.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Feel free to ask some questions.
Okay. Next 5.
I open the question and answer session. Start with Pak Budi.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. After you make compost, what's for your compost? What's for?
I think we can use it to fertilize our plants because I have some plants in my backyard, so I can use this compost to fertilize it, so it won't go to waste.
What specific of plant? A fruit plant, flower plant, or wood plant?
I have flower plant only though. I think.
Yes, so our goal for this is beyond this experiment, beyond this due date, which is today. Beyond it, we can also try to do we try to experiment more further with this compost. While it's already made, you can see it's already black like this. So we can try to use this on different types of plants, and we will see which one works best and which one we will just divide it into 4, every one of them, and we will try to use it on different types of plants. And also, if you would like to come and see these black things, you can feel free. This is, it's like you. It's like, it's like you told us in here. It's like wheat.
Yeah.
It's moldy.
My next question, question ya? Udah Pak Budi? Okay. Let me ask question. You put 30 grams, 60 grams, and 100 grams.
Oh, no, sorry. This is
what is that?
Experiment. So
Who can explain?
I can. Oh, you want?
Okay, any of you? 1, 2, 3. Hurry up, please.
So we actually, this is our first draft. We put it 100 grams, 60 grams, 30 grams, but we decided that it
What
would
is
be,
that? The waste or the maggot?
The maggots.
Okay,
but then we
maggots.
decided to change it to 100 grams. Like
What
so,
maggots?
Yeah, the maggots too.
So you use different mass of maggot.
No, the same 100 grams.
Same.
Yeah.
So it is wrong. It is not about the maggot.
No, this one is a typo because
Okay,
this is
then.
our first.
I know. Okay, my question. Yeah.
Sorry,
to
can-
Bev.
yes.
No, I want Bev to
No,
answer.
so this is.
Oh, you
this-
want to answer?
No, yeah, I can also.
Oh, you
help.
changed.
So yeah, actually there is some problem solving included in our experiment, because at first our idea was that we use different mass of maggot, but we think that's not measurable, because if maggots work for compost, practically more maggots will do more compost. So we changed the experiment. Please ignore this.
Okay.
So we changed this one to this label.
So what? Okay, Casey already say like that. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I want to ask. Miss mau nanya dulu. Okay. What is your independent variable in this experiment? Independent variable. Can you explain what is independent variable? Which one is your independent variable in your experiment? I want Bev to ask.
So our independent variable is the insects used and also the one without insects.
So you use 2 independent variable. Is
Yeah.
that correct in your experiment? Are you sure? The insect you use. Yeah. How many type of insect?
2 types, maggots and mealworms.
Okay, 2. Did you put all 2 type of maggot to all these container except the no maggot?
I mean, we only put both of them together at the
1, 2, 3.
one that we mix, like the.
Okay, with different
This one.
different mass of maggot, or you count the maggot, or what is
We
it?
use mass, so like 15
Mass,
grams.
okay.
So we didn't count it.
Okay, how about the dependent variable over here?
The dependent variable is how long it takes for the compost to decompose.
Okay, before that, let me check. What is your control variable?
The layers of the compost. So we keep the layer of the compost the same.
You keep it?
No, like it's the same.
Okay, your time is okay. Now Casey, what is your dependent variable, independent variable, and the control variable? You.
Okay. So our independent variable is firstly the insects, the type of insect. So you might think this is not a fair test, but it actually is. This is just no maggot, it's a different one. For this one, it's all 50 grams, all 50, 50, 50. But this is plain
Okay,
and mixed.
Casey, stop. I know. Miss.
Okay.
Oke, time's up ya.
Yes. All right.
Oke ya. Oke ya. Do you think that your result is valid or not?
Sorry, like
Valid. Yeah, based on your design, the experiment of design. Do you think that this is valid or not? And
So
give me the
it's-
reason for your answer.
So this is actually just this can be used to help your imagination about compost, but in accordance to validness, it could be more valid or it could be more precise, because actually the reason is we took these different boxes of compost. into our separate homes.
Okay, let me sorry yeah, I cut you because limited time.
Okay.
Okay, so and then next yeah, you said before that you use different humidity because of the plastic.
Sorry?
Because different plastic yeah, you use different plastic, right? Yeah.
It's maybe because like I left the plastic sealed in the compost, so maybe you know how like if you make it sealed, it's get hotter the temperature, and then well Casey left it open, so he didn't put any plastic seal.
Okay, yeah. See again your independent variable. It's only the insect you use, and then you put plastic, and then some of the box you don't you don't cover it with plastic. Two variation of humidity. Humidity should be the control variable also. So maybe, yeah, it will affect your result and then affect the validity of your result. Yeah, maybe for next experiment you design it better. Okay, thank you.
That's the end of our first group, and then we will call the second group, Michael and Matthew. Casey. Michael and Matthew still with waste sorting ideas. I think the screen have to change, okay? Google Sites or Google Slides. Prepare it first. 1 minute preparation and then go. You have 15 minutes. Include question and answer. Are you ready, Michael and Ben? Okay. Timer go. Miss Astrid. Check sounds. Okay, introduce your group.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Matthew, and this is Michael. We will be presenting about solar panel and LED lights. So, wait.
Yeah. So this is the table of contents. So first we have introduction. Second, our hypothesis. Third, our materials and design. And the last one is final data. So this is our introduction. We'll be choosing physics as our subject. Our aim of this topic will be examine ways to reduce energy consumption of lights in households, appliances, and behavior changes. This is our hypothesis. If we use lower volts, it will be an effective way to reduce consumption of energy. This is our materials and design. So our materials are solar panels, wires, LED lights, switch, battery storage on one of the designs, alligator clip, And the procedures are connect the solar panel to its battery storage or alligator clip, connect the battery to the LED lights, and lastly, face the solar panel to the sun.
So as this is our design, we have two design. My design is this one, which is very simple. It's just solar panel, wires, the alligator clip, and the LED lights. But for Michael's design, we have the battery storage, the solar panel, and the LED lights, which there's also a switch. Yeah. So for the variables, for our independent variable, we have changed the solar panel size. For the control variable, we have the same procedure to power up the solar panel, and the dependent variable is the result of the volts. So for the final data, unfortunately, we cannot measure a full data, but this is what we have. As you can see, at 10 a.m., my design has 5.31 volts, and Michael's design has 5.52 volts. At 10:30 a.m., mine has 3.90, Michael's has 3.93. At 11, we have 5.02, and Michael's for 4.93. And at 9 p.m., we have 0.85 and 0.75. So for the conclusion, my design has no battery storage, therefore having less efficient, and Michael's design includes a battery storage, therefore being an effective design. But how can we use this in our households? So for our design, at daytime, we can use my design because it doesn't have the battery storage, so we can use mine. But at nighttime, because at nighttime we have no sunlight, and solar panel needs sunlight to power up. But if it's nighttime, we have the storage here. So at nighttime we can use Michael's design, and yeah. Thank you for listening.
Okay, and please be ready for the question and answer. Who will ask the question first? Oh, Pak Budi.
Okay, please open your table, yeah. Table from your experiment. Yeah, time, and then the label, ya. I think there is not fault. I think you must write down the label of the table. Itu not the name, ya, not your name, ya. But for example, voltage gitu ya. Jadi time and then voltage the first voltage gitu kan, from the first tool ya, and then second voltage gitu ya. Okay. So you write down ya, you record the voltage itu based on the time, right? So okay, open before the variable. Variable. Independent variable. Why you write down the change solar panel size as independent variable?
Because for the result we want to find like bahasa Indonesia. Okay. So for the design, we want to measure two results. One with the bigger size and one with smaller size.
That is your independent variable.
Yeah. So we changed the solar panel for a different result.
I think the same size.
Different actually. Mine is 110 times 69, and this is 100 times 60. So it's a small change.
Okay, but based on your table, yeah, based on your table, yeah, you should, yeah, the table. You should write down your dependent variable as time, yeah. There is independent variable time, yeah. 10 EM, 10:30 EM, 11 EM. This independent variable. Okay, the size of the solar panel is okay, yeah. You write down as independent variable, but the time, yeah. As you write down in the table, you must write down also as dependent variable. Okay, okay. Back to the variable, yeah. Okay, independent variable, you must plus the time, yeah, and then control variable the same. I think control variable not procedure, yeah. The procedure cannot be control variable. Eh? Yeah, I think the control variables is the same condition of weather, yeah, the sun, yeah, yeah, and yeah, the condition that your solar panel itu convert the light to the electricity, ya.
Yeah.
Ya, itu yang control variable. And then the dependent variable voltage. Okay, it's okay. So the correct variables itu yang the first and third, ya. But the first you must add the time, ya.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Did you got? Okay. Listen, guys. I believe all the juries agree, yeah, that most of the students still confused about independent variable and control variable and dependent variable. Yeah, independent, dependent, and control. In your experiment, you make two types, right? Michael and Ben. Yeah, that is independent variable because you make two types, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of your experiment should be all the same. That is control variable. Got it? And then the result of your experiment, that is the dependent variable. Should be like that. But I appreciate you already try to make it, your effort, yeah, in doing this. Mr. Budi already told you that actually you can use the same time, but sometimes it is a bit difficult to use the solar, the real sunlight, right? Whenever the sunlight is a bit dimmer, it is a bit difficult, right? Okay, you may say it in our presentation actually, so do not change that one, but it is become our another thing that you have to mention in your experiment. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck for next.
Thank you.
Next experiment, yeah? Thank you.
Okay, there is still time left. Okay, I want to ask you. Wait, we haven't finished yet. Yeah, we still have another 5 minutes. Okay, I want to ask you, what is your scientific question here? Okay, the last question. Your scientific question here.
For the scientific question, we have it, but we actually didn't put it.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. Just answer. Yeah.
Why should we reduce energy consumption?
Sorry. I cannot
Why
hear
should
you.
we reduce energy consumption? Why should we reduce energy consumption? Why should we reduce energy consumption?
Why should we reduce energy consumption? Is that okay? With your experiment, does your experiment answer the scientific question? Yeah, your result from the experiment, Does it answer your scientific question?
For now, no, because we haven't get a full data because we don't have the time for it. But maybe if we have the time, maybe we can have the answer.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So, can you tell us what should you do next when you do experiment? One.
Measure it.
Number one first. Not about measuring. What should you do? Prepare. What?
Prepare the data and the other.
Prepare the background. What else? You know, you have to know the 3 variables. And the only one change is independent variable. Thank you. Yeah? Okay? Good luck for your future. Yeah? Hopefully everybody understand about this. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael and Ben. Please give them our applause. I will call the third group. The third group from secondary 3, who? Okay, Carissa and Yelena. Use your time effectively. Start from the timer ready. The timer ready. Bu Astrid. Timer. So, time's running, ma'am. Time's running now. Use your time effectively. Prepare as fast as possible. Ready? Okay. Timer will start from now. 15 minutes include question and answer session.
Okay, so our science project analyzing local rivers water pollution levels and the bacteria by Yelena and Carissa.
So our idea is to analyze water samples from local rivers to assess pollution levels and identify potential source of contamination. Our aim is to find out bad properties and wastewater by doing these experiments.
The questions are, how can we measure the assessed pollution level of water from local rivers? Where is the potential source of water contamination? Experimental design. Our independent variables are the bad properties of water, such as physical properties, which is we can see the water color, the smell, chemical properties, the pH, and sediments, and biological properties such as microorganisms, bacteria, or fungus. Dependent variables are the levels of water pollution. Properties depend on the chemical content of wastewater. Biological properties include biological content. And the control variables are the type of source contaminations. We work this water test by using pH indicator, growing the bacteria or microorganism in the water, observing the color, the smell, and if there's any water worms or not.
So our procedures, firstly we go to find the local river water, then we collect the water about 600 millimeter of aqua bottle from each river, and analyze the smell and the color of the rivers. Using the pH indicator, we dip the pH indicator into the water and analyze the acidic level. And lastly, identify the bacteria and microorganisms by growing them with agar jelly. And materials we use here are...
materials we use here is microscope, river water, agar jelly, pH indicator, and the temperature. Safety, for the safety we use gloves and stainless steel.
This is our observation. So our rivers name are Sungai Cidurian, Sungai Herang, and Sungai Kamandilan. So from physically, the color of the river's water clear but a bit yellowish, and the smell is the smell of waste. And Sungai Herang, the color of the river's water is yellow
whitish. And has dirty sediment. The smell is kind of like household waste, and mostly the smell of rubber waste from fabrics.
And chemically, the pH indicator of Sungai Cidurian is level 7.
The pH indicator of Sungai Herang is level 6. And the pH indicator of Kamandilan is level 8.
So biologically, in Sungai Cidurian, there is microorganism and no E. coli.
E. coli. In Sungai Herang, there is some microorganisms, fungus, no E. coli.
Data analysis. There are no E. coli in this river.
So E. coli will have these white spots, as you can see here.
And there is some microorganism, which is that one. And so our data analysis is that we compared our agar jelly with the ones we have here. And as we can see here, there is no like white spot over like on the agar jellies. And this is what we see if we use microscope, but there is none. So there is no.
Evaluation. Assessing river water pollution involves several methods. First, physical characteristic. Overall, the color of these rivers are mostly clear, yellowish, and the temperature is a bit cold. 2, chemical analysis. Test for pH is neutral and greenish, which means slightly alkaline and slightly acidic. 3, bacteria testing. There are no E. coli, but there are some microorganisms.
So our conclusion is, as we look back to our proposed and questions, we have found that the bad properties and how acid the water, the excess pollution level, and the potential source of the water contaminations. The bad properties, there is no E. coli. And these river waters are slightly acidic and slightly alkaline or neutral, that we state that this water is not safe to drink because there is some dirty sediment and dirty contamination. The excess pollution levels are quite high. We assume that the potential source of contaminations are mostly from households or maybe industrial waste, such as the rubber smell thingy. We can carry out this experiment by observing and recording every development of bacteria information about each river waters.
So this is our resources.
This is our photos of experiment of growing the bacteria. This is day 2 and day 4. Wait, can you see? Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, this is day 6 and day 8. Day 8. So the clear one is Sungai Cidurian. The white one is Sungai Herang. The white one is Sungai Kamandilan. Yes. Thank you.
Before we continue with question and answer, I have to remind you about your school uniform. Please check your school uniform as neat as you can. And then for the secondary 4, please pay attention so nobody will view the south side of this area. Just pay attention to the presentation. And next we will continue with question and answer.
Okay, I will ask first. Okay, please show me your result. Okay.
Here.
No.
The what?
No.
Okay.
How do you know? Yeah, you state that no E. coli.
Yes, no E. coli.
No E. coli.
Yes.
From the river. Yeah, from the water that you collected from the river. How do you know there is no E. coli? How do you identify the E. coli?
Because there is no white spot, as we can see here. There is no white spot such as this thing.
Okay.
Dot white spot. There is no.
Okay. Only the white spot.
No. And this. If we look inside the microscope, there should be like a pinkish.
Pinkish.
Yeah, like
okay.
this.
Do you know? Where the pinkish come from? Do you know?
Do you know?
Itu the pinkish. See the pinkish one. Is it? Are you sure that that one is E. coli?
Yes, I'm sure.
How do you know it's E. coli?
The pink one.
The pink one.
Yeah, we search it up. Like we do some research. We search it up. We compare this.
Okay. Do you know the shape of E. coli?
It's like Ovally, I think. Ovally.
Oval. Okay. Oval.
Uh-huh.
Oval. Okay. See in the picture, the shape of the
shape of-
bacteria there.
Which one?
The pink one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is it oval?
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
Tiny.
Is it oval?
Yes, I think.
Are you sure? Okay ya. Okay. Okay. Where did you get the picture of the pink one?
Google's.
Oh,
There's
Google.
some pictures like a lot. Like
a
that.
lot. E. coli. The picture of E. coli is like that.
But it's not like there is so like we use agar jelly, right? There is like a lot of kinds of jelly, which will affect the color of the E. coli. It's not really like pink. If we use like the red one, the red
Okay,
agar.
okay, yeah. So, okay, this is the picture from the Google, and then this is your result.
Yeah.
The right one.
We zoom, microscope.
Okay, sorry. Time's up. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This one. What is the magnification?
This magnifications. Wait, I forgot. But like, this is not the full. Apa? The full.
What is the magnification? Remember, if you put the data from the microscope, don't forget to label.
Wait, it's.
The magnification, you should put it also. Okay, yeah. And then, if you compare two picture of microscope, from microscope, yeah, like from Google and your result, you need to, what is it? Use same magnification. If different, you cannot compare them.
Yes, because because E. coli need like more specific magnification to like see because it's bacteria, right? But this one is for microorganisms, so we,
What? What is that?
So this is microorganism. This is not bacteria. This is microorganism.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we cannot,
Okay.
yeah.
Yaudah, okay, ya. Time's up. Okay, thank you.
Check. Okay. Thank you. Guys. Okay. First, I want you to show the water. Hello, not yet finished.
Not yet. Oh.
The
okay.
jury still asking question. Okay, stop. Analyzing is your term, yeah?
Yes.
Actually, did you really do analyze?
Yes. We go to the river.
What did you do? Go to the river is
Yeah.
observation.
Oh, observation, analyze.
Analyze is a bit difficult to do in our lab. That's why you need check the independent variable. The independent variable. How many independent variable over there?
Three.
Name it. Type of rivers, water of rivers, and then chemical properties and biological properties. That is a way too difficult to do. Hello. That's why you are confused. See, I ask you to follow only using one river with different checking the pH. Maybe one river, different place. That can be, yeah. And then you actually observe how many type of animal over there or something like that. Do not too difficult. Okay, this is a new learning how to do experimental in science, yeah. Okay, next time, do your best. Do not procrastinating, okay? And don't forget about the picture. Please show the picture. Do not copy paste any picture from the Google without any resources, okay? Mr. Budi. usah dinilai ya, nggak usah. Jurinya ngambek sih, nggak usah dinilai aja ya.
Okay, Mr. Budi.
Okay, the last question. Yeah, I think your report is not experiment, yeah, but observation. So, yeah, why I say it like this, because if you do experiment, yeah, you must do some treatment for your water, yeah. Nah, okay, see the picture of the container, yeah. That containers, I think different, yeah. How much the water? What? Apa? Milliliter or what the volume of the water? That is same.
Yeah, 600 milliliter. We take from the river, but for this we 5 pipettes. Yeah.
5
drops.
5 drops.
Yeah.
5 drops. Sure.
Yeah, wait, 3.
3 drops.
Yes. Not really like.
What do you use? What do you use the tool of to dropping the water?
Pipettes.
Pipette.
Pipettes, yeah. Pipettes.
Please, bring come here. Yeah, bring the water. Come here. No? Yeah.
Yes, please. Okay. Ini agar-agar.
Oh, agar.
Pakai agar. Jamur.
Iya, ini mah jamur. Fungi ini ya.
This is fungi.
Iya, ini fungi. I think you cannot observe anything, ya. Iya. Because the fungi rise ya on your jelly ya. Jelly. Okay, enough.
It means you need to research before doing this, ya. Okay, next. Thank you. Okay, can we give applause for them?
We will proceed with the next group. Let's welcome Dave. Give him a big applause, okay? Dave, 2 minutes preparation and start.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Today, this is my presentation about repurposing trash into eco-brick. My aim for this project is that I want to repurpose waste of trash. Like, trash is everywhere and it's negatively impacting our environment. And I'm finding a solution, which is turning it into the eco-brick. To mitigate the trash around our environment. And this presentation is also to make everyone more aware about this eco-brick. So an eco-brick is repurposed trash that could be turned into a potential building material. These are two of my many examples of the eco bricks that I have made at home. So why the eco brick? The reason why I choose making the eco brick is that it's sustainable and also it's transforming non-recyclable plastic waste into durable potential building blocks while simultaneously addressing the global issue of plastic pollution, like spreading the awareness. Unlike some alternatives, eco bricks provide a constructive avenue for non-biodegradable plastics, mitigating environmental harm and contributing to the creation of functional structures, thereby presenting a holistic and environmentally responsible approach to repurposing waste. They reduce the need for traditional building materials, such as bricks or concretes, since they have high carbon footprint. So how do you make an eco brick? To make an eco brick, we need to prepare water bottle, non-recyclable trash, and a stick. Then we put the trash inside the bottle with the stick, and until it's full and tight and cannot fit any more trash inside. So these are the experiments that I have chosen to do on the eco brick. It's a durability test, insulation test, and water resistant test. I picked these three because they can simulate the environment around us right now. So for when it rains, for when it gets hot, and for example, how strong it would actually be if it's used for a structure. So first, for the durability test, I weigh the eco brick I use, then place it on a stable surface, and then after that I put weights on the eco brick and then observe for any signs of deformation. So I started the experiment with the 5 kilograms, then it went up to 8, and then 11, and then 16. I tried dropping the weights onto the bottle. Wait, this is the video. I will not be showing the entire video because it might be too long. So maybe just until the heaviest part. So as you can see, I tried to at least drop it and kind of squish it to try and destroy the brick. Then for the insulation test, I exposed the eco brick to a heat source for a set period of time. So first I started with 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. If I go above 15 minutes with the heat source, I'm afraid I would break it, so I stopped at 15 minutes maximum. I tested this on 2 echo bricks, and this is one of the experiments I have recorded. So this is the before and after. That was for 5 minutes before So for 5 minutes, I cut out the 5 minutes. It's going to be too long. And for 5 minutes, there are barely any results, meaning that the time really does affect the echo brick. Okay, and then I tried heating it for 10 minutes and then 15 minutes, but they also show barely any results. So, yeah, they basically look still the same. So, from my results, I think the echo brick is very durable and heat resistant. And then water resistant test. This is to see if any part of the plastic breaks down when it's in the water. I submerged it in water for a day and see and compare for when it was before it was in water and after it was in water. But there were actually no results for it. It still looked the same. This was using a different echo brick, the one that's not heated and the one that's not been tried to destroy before. So this is I expected it to be at least broken down. Yeah. And these are the disadvantages that I've thought of the echo brick and the downsides it could have. So echo bricks are not actually last very long since they are plastic. They can only last up to 3 years at least because the plastic starts corroding and breaking down. This could cause harm to the environment around it, but as long as we are able to dispose it properly and possibly reuse the eco brick, it should be fine for the environment and us. Yeah. Questions, please?
Let's continue with the question and answer session. Any question from Ma'am Lily?
Check ya. Okay, only 5 minutes. Start. Okay. Do you know what is the meaning of eco brick?
Eco brick is a building material that is made out of trash.
Okay. Did you say how many type of it here?
There are many types of it, but this is the type that I use.
Okay. So what is the purpose of making eco brick over here?
It's to do a temporary solution of the trash problem that we have.
Temporary solution. Okay. Why you need a temporary solution?
temporary because it doesn't last very long, but it is easily replaceable and easily made again.
Okay. What is your vision about the permanent eco brick? Have you ever know about that?
Permanent eco brick.
Permanent eco brick, not only like this. Do you know eco brick? Have you ever searched before about type of eco brick?
Yes.
Okay, how many type? Only this one, you know?
This one is one of them that I made, and there's also another one.
Okay, what is it?
It's the ocean eco brick.
What is it?
The difference is it's meant to...
Can you explain in detail a bit in only 2 sentences? Come on. What is made of and how long the durable?
It's made of plastic and trash.
How do they make it?
Make it just exactly like... Make it like an eco brick, but there are some different steps.
Such as?
Such as cutting the bottle in half and then closing it.
Still using the bottle?
Yeah, still using the bottle.
Okay, that's enough. Mr. Budi, please.
Yeah, my question about how you measure, how you measure the strength of the eco brick.
I try to measure it by dropping weights on the eco brick to see if any changes or deformities appear.
Sure. Just one way to measure.
There are many other ways, but this was the one way that I use.
I think better if you suspend something that heavy object, from the eco brick, because if you do like your video, I think this cannot measure, cannot measure how strong your eco brick, But if you suspend heavier object, and you can range, from 1 kilogram to kilograms, to the maximum kilogram that your eco brick itu broken, Nah, I think as the eco brick broken, that is the maximum of strength,
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That is how to measure, thank you.
That was the
Okay, time is off for this question and answer session. And then I will call Genghis and Ethan. Don't forget, all respected audiences, please always pay attention, and maybe better if you prepare your question to the group presenting. Fifteen minutes start from now. Genghis, do not waste your time.
Hello and good morning, teachers and students. We will now be presenting about our project, the Sustainable Development Project. So my name is Genghis and this is my group mate Ethan. So the aim of the project is making a fertilizer from fruits and vegetables, then finding out if it helps with plant growth. So our scientific question is, what happens if there are too much fertilizer put into the plant? And our hypothesis is the plant will, with too much fertilizer, will not grow as efficiently compared to plant with balance between the fertilizer.
Okay, the materials for the plant and fertilizer. The ingredients for the fertilizer, we use fruits and vegetables, broccoli, kale, banana, avocado, potato, and orange. For the plant, we use kangkong. And for the materials, knife, cutting board, measuring cup, 3 plant pots, 2 buckets, and a ruler.
For the buckets, one of them has to be smaller than the second one, and it has to have holes so we can, what's it called? So we can rinse the water out. Yeah.
Experiment design. This is the experiment design. What are we gonna do? The experiment is to compare 3 pots with a different amount of fertilizer and find out which is performing best on the plant seed. Our independent variable is the fertilizer is poured differently into each pot. Dependent variable, the plant seed on each pot changes differently, and the control variable is same type of plant seed, the same amount of soil, and using the same amount of water for the watering the plants.
For the procedure, we have to gather the materials mentioned before and first we grab a knife and a cutting board, gather the fruits and vegetables, and then cut the fruits and vegetables. We stack the 2 buckets and then we pour the water and fruit and vegetables. The water has to be full, almost full. Stir the fertilizer solution for at least 1 minute and wait until the water changes color. And then cover the fertilizer with cloth so it doesn't get anything in. We pour the soil onto the pot equally. So how to do that? We measure the weight of the pot and then the fertilizer inside, so we can know. So we distribute it equally through their weight. So we put the same amount of plant seeds inside the pots. In our case, we use kangkong seeds, so we put 15. And then we leave 1 pot with no fertilizer. Pour 250 milliliter of liquid fertilizer into the second pot, and 500 milliliter of liquid in the third pot. And then we leave for 14 to 20 days after. We have to water the plant 2 to 3 times a week so it doesn't die. And then while it's in progress, we take pictures of the plant and the progress. And then after a while, we measure the height of the plant with a ruler for comparison. So this is the observation. This is on the 3rd day. There's no plant growing yet. This is the 4th day. This is the plant with no fertilizer. This is the plant with 250 ml. This is the one with 500. So here, the plant starts to grow. The one with 250 milliliters grows a bit more, a bit taller compared to the normal fertilizer, but the one with 500 milliliter still hasn't grown yet. This is the 10th day. The one with 500 milliliter fertilizer here is starting to grow a bit, but the one with 250 milliliter is still growing more. And this is the one with no fertilizer. On the 14th day, it starts to grow. The one with 500 milliliter starts to grow more, and this is the 250 milliliter. It is taller than the one with no fertilizer. And this is after the 15th day. It rained, so most of them like died. Hitung lagi. Ini belum. Oh.
What?
What do you mean?
Ini belum.
Belum.
Masih ada.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for our data and analysis,
this is our data and analysis evaluating plant growth. Time and fertilizer use. The 4th day, it's 2.1 centimeter. 5th day, 5.2 centimeter. 10th day, average. And the average. The conclusion. The plant will not grow effectively once there are too much fertilizer. The kangkung plant growth is visible in the 4th day. In the experiment between the ones with fertilizer and without, the difference is not significant, although the plant with 200 millimeter fertilizer ends up having a better growth. The errors were plants ending up dying and the starting to analyze the plant could have been earlier.
thank you for listening.
Okay. Question and answer. We'll start with Miss Astrid. Okay, Ma'am Lily.
Okay, what do you think about your plan, the kangkung, yeah, that dead at the end? Yeah, the kangkung dead. What do you think? Why?
Karena tadi soalnya hujan, soalnya plantnya di rumahnya dia, jadi airnya masuk kebanyakan.
In English, please. The water
from the rain, it destroyed like most of the plant because the rain was heavy.
So you mean it is less of water or too much water?
Too much water from the rain.
Okay, but before you do experiment, before that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picture. Where did you put that? Pardon? Same spot. So you put in the same spot but different situation because of raining.
Yeah.
Okay. What can you prepare for next experiment having this type of problem? What will you do?
To solve it, I think we should have multiple experiments. So one in my house and the other in his house. So it will be more accurate. We can
but in your house can be raining, right?
Yeah.
So is it overcome your problem? It is not.
We put
if the raining is calm, so it still will be wet like that, right?
Yeah.
So what is your solution about this?
Palingnya we have to put.
Let Ethan. I want Ethan to answer.
Put it somewhere else where it's not.
Put it somewhere else. Yes.
Where it's not like opened.
Yeah, but you need sunlight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So how? Any idea?
I move it when it's raining and move it back when it's not raining.
Is it a good idea in experimental design? No. Coba let me ask Gengis. What is your idea?
We put something to cover the top of the
cover of the top, but you need sunlight. So how?
On the side there will be sunlight.
What is the cover made of to make the sunlight still come?
It's like transparent.
That's a good idea. Thank you. Yeah. Next time you can cover using plastic, but the sunlight can still doing that.
Thank
you. Miss Astrid.
Okay, I'll wait. I want to ask, from the first picture aja, the second picture, the third, until the 5th picture, not the that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you find any variable that you should control and you didn't control it?
Any variable that we didn't control.
Do you realize something there, something wrong in the picture there?
Yes.
The control variable that you should control it, but you didn't control it.
What is the meaning of control variable?
Yeah, what is the meaning of the of control variable?
The variable that needs to be the same for a fair test.
Yeah, exactly the same for every variation And then here, see, it should be same, but in its experiment, different here.
The cup.
The cup.
The pot.
Which one?
This one specifically.
Yeah. So there's why did you use different size of the pot?
Soalnya we distribute the soil like equally, jadi kayak the soil is like the same on each pot.
But not good, So next time, make sure that you use same size of the pot, and then you use same amount of the soil also, same amount of seeds. Okay, everything should be same. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Guys, you make the fertilizer from fruit and something else. Did you make it or you buy it?
Make it.
Make it. How long did you make until it is turned into fertilizer?
It was like 1 day, I think.
1 day? You put over there in the soil, and you have this. It is turned into fertilizer. I don't think it is fertilizer yet. Yeah. Okay. You need to Google searching for that fertilizer. How long does it turn into decomposer? How long does it turn into fertilizer? Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. No more. Okay, thank you. That's all.
Okay, the last presenter, the last presentation from secondary 3, Rafa, Stefania, and Audrey. Okay, fast preparation, please. The timer will run in 1 minute. Okay, maybe Rafa, please introduce your friends first.
Okay, so hello everyone. So we're gonna have our presentation about how to make compost with hot composting method.
Okay, so for background, due to the lack that we reach a maximum amount of slide, which is 10, so we don't have to put the slide. For background, so I assume that everyone here knows what compost is, right? So for further elaboration, compost is organic fertilizer made from organic waste that you have in your house, such as, let's say, your leftover vegetables that you didn't use for cooking, and let's say perhaps it can be any other food that you didn't use while you're cooking or will be staying in your trash pile. So instead of throwing away for the trash and letting it burn away, we will use it for composting. Now the purpose of this composting is that all of these organic wastes will be turned into a fertilizer that looks a lot like soil, as you can see here. And supposedly this will chemically boost the plant in a way that it will provide more nutrients and that it will also strengthen the plant and increase the growth. So perhaps you can wait for the slides. Yes. And again, the point of this the point of this presentation is how can we try to be more sustainable and promote the environment? Well, for composting, as I mentioned before, the trash that we use in the house usually gets burned, right? It will burn away to the atmosphere, burn away in the trash pile, and will A, make our city smell bad, as we mentioned before, and B, also later, if we burn it, it can also turn to greenhouse gas or methane and so forth. So instead of that happening, we will use the organic waste as compost that will A, make our plants grow better and faster, which will contribute to the environment and will also to prevent the organic waste from being burned away and for further usage.
Okay, so good afternoon again, everyone. Today we will be presenting our biophysics projects for this semester, which will be about making compost using hot composting method.
Okay, so the aim in this experiment is to observe if the quantity of browns used would affect the compost quality. The hypothesis is too much brown will make the compost tough, wetter, and harder to decompose, while too little browns will make the compost too crumbly and drier.
Oh yes, also, you may ask, what are browns? Well, for mention, they are not turd. Well, browns are materials that are heavy in carbon. So you know carbon, C in the periodic table. So when we mean by materials that are heavy in carbon, we're talking about materials such as A, dried leaves, and B, let's say, there will also be paper clippings, and there will also be wood chipping, sawdust, and even dirt can be used as a good source of carbon. So browns are simply just materials who are heavy in carbon. And this is our hypothesis. For the question will be, what if we use a different amount of browns? So we use more or less browns to make compost. Yes. Okay, so for the experimental design, in the experiment, for making compost at least, there is a certain ratio that you must use of carbon to nitrogen, or in this case, for browns to greens. And in this case, we decided to use more or less browns in our experiment to see whether that would affect the compost quality. And for our independent variable, which is the variable that you purposely change in the experiment, we changed the amount of browns used. So we changed the amount of, in this case, paper clippings that we use, dried leaves that we use, even the amount of dirt that we use, that is for independent variable. And for dependent variable, which is the variable that we measure to see if our experiment actually worked. Now, to be completely honest, it was supposed to be about the plant growth. So we measure how tall the plant would grow, and we also measure if it would to die or not, and if it would be healthy. But since we didn't finish our presentation, to be completely honest, we decided to at least try to measure the properties of our compost. So properties would be, for example, the smell. Good compost should smell rich and earthy, and it shouldn't smell like rotting vegetables. And we'd also measure the texture, since good compost should be fine and crumbly, almost like dirt. And we will also measure the color, because good compost should again look like dirt. Oh.
So the controlled variable is the amount of greens that is used. So now we will explain our materials. First, we'll be using the greens, which is what we used is per vegetable. For the browns are shredded paper, grass clippings, dirt, wood chippings, dry leaves, and for the additional, we need 3 pots, water, and our vegetable actually had maggots, which serves as an acceleration.
Yes. And for safety, well, there's nothing of huge danger that can be presented, but please thoroughly wash your hands and your body in general after making compost, as we do not want you to contain any harmful bacteria or so forth. Next, please. So for the procedure, it's pretty simple actually. So first, of course, you have to gather all the materials that you're going to use in this case. So the one that we mentioned beforehand. So you have to gather all this first. And then the second one is prepare 3 pots for compost, as we're doing 3 different subjects here, right? And 3, you should place the browns on the bottom of the compost. Roughly half or 2/3 of it should be filled into the pot. Now, in this case, you can use any weight you want in this case, but as long as it follows a specific ratio, then it should be fine. But since our pots are rather small, then we have to adjust to the size of our pot. And the fourth place is that you should place your greens or your nitrogen heavy material into the pot. The remaining area left should be filled with more greens. So for the greens, we use spare vegetables that were not used in my house. And for the final step, we will put dry leaves on the top and then add around 75 milliliters of water to each pot. As if you have a dry pot for composting, then your bacteria will not be as effective. Therefore, we have to add water to it. Now, with 7, you should repeat the experiment with varying amount of browns in each pot. So we change the amount of browns that we use beforehand. And 8, you should leave the compost be for roughly 3 weeks for hot composting. And you should turn the compost in 2-day intervals. So every 2 days, you turn the compost and you turn again every 2 days and you turn again every 2 days. Yes. So,
this
yes,
is our observation and the pictures that are taken.
This hot composting method was taken for 18 days long. So this is the picture until day 18,
which we use now. So data analysis: day 1 normal, day 2 leaves are somewhat drier, day 3 leaves began getting much drier, perhaps due to lack of moisture, high humidity. Day 4 smelled slightly different, but nothing significant happened to the outer side. Day 5, so somewhat decreased, and it all varies from different days, which also has different outcomes. This is our data analysis was until day 18, which day 18 is the one we're presenting at the moment. So our evaluation conclusion and our bibliography.
So, okay. For our evaluation, the compost with the ideal carbon to nitrogen ratio, which is 1 to 24. Oh, wait, sorry. The nitrogen to carbon ratio, I flipped it, sorry, of 1 to 24. So for every gram of nitrogen heavy material you use, such as, for example, your greens, you should have 24 grams of your nitrogen heavy material, the browns. So this ideal compost has a fine crumbly texture, like dirt, and quickly decompose, meaning in the 18 days time period that we spent, it decomposed. While the compost with less browns actually, well, the white pot over here, it did decompose at a similar rate, however, not as fast. And also, the volume was a bit less. For the one with more browns, this fat one over here in the right, it took much longer to decompose, and it was a bit wetter.
Okay, so the conclusion is that we couldn't conclude about the plant analysis, but we can conclude about our compost, which is we can conclude that using too much browns will make it decompose and will be tougher and not as crumbly, and using too little browns, it doesn't decompose as fast and it's drier. And that's our bibliography. And thank you everyone for listening to our presentation. Is there any questions from the judges?
Any question? Maybe from the floor, from the
floor.
audience, not just from the judges. Gunet, any question? Edgar? Okay, from teachers, 2 questions.
Aim to observe the quantity of how about the green, the quantity of brown, how about the green?
So for the sorry, thank you. For the greens, sir, in this case we left the greens as normal, so we used 20 grams, and for all these 3 pots we kept constant with 20 grams. So our controlled variable is the amount of greens that we use. We try to use the exact same amount, or roughly similar.
So what is your independent variable?
The independent variable, ma'am, is the amount of browns or carbon heavy material that we use.
So you put different number of brown in 3 pot.
Yes, in
and then what did you
different
do?
amount. And after that, we decided to treat it as normal compost. So
okay, wait.
Yes.
First you put soil, and then the browns put over there. What type of brown? Leaves? Brown
the browns, ma'am. So for the browns, we use some paper shreds, kertas, and then we also use dry leaves. dried leaves, and then apparently soil.
Did you put all the same in the 3 different pots?
We placed the same exact types, but with different
Did you
amounts.
measure with the weight
The
or
weight? Yes.
number?
We measure with the weight.
Weight.
The scale.
Okay. So all 3 pot over here is the same.
They have the same materials, yes.
Same material, same brown.
Same browns and same materials, but different amounts. Different amounts.
Okay. Let her speak.
Oh yes.
Yes,
In
Audrey.
here we use like different amount of brown, but what the brown made of is the same.
Okay, so you use the same decompose, yeah? But it is put only brown, it is paper, and then what else? Leaves?
We put dried leaves and also some wood clippings, ma'am.
Wood clipping, okay. So, but only different
Amounts.
mass, yeah, amount.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what did you do?
So after this, ma'am, we use a method known as hot composting. So it is
Just say it.
Okay, basically,
You put
so we left it as so, and for
in
every
the
2
soil
days,
or only the brown?
In the pot here, we left it as.
Did you put soil over there?
A bit, ma'am. A bit.
What soil?
The soil from.
Type of soil?
There's type of soil.
No, the soil make the decomposer working.
I see. Yeah.
See, it is not because of that. The brown is the food for the decomposer.
I see.
So you are making some mistake about here.
Understood.
Yeah. So you put different fertilizer as if, but to make it into fertilizer, you need decomposer over here. So you have to check your soil over there whether it is contain decomposer or not. So that is your experiment. It should be like that. But you already tried so far like this, okay? But I want you to really pay attention about independent variable, control variable, and dependent variable.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay, but I can see some of your independent variable is too many, so that's why we confuse.
Understood,
yeah?
understood.
Okay, that's it, I think. Any other question?
Any question? Anyone from the floor, perhaps? Any question?
Okay.
From Ms. Astrid?
Okay, I want to ask ini amount of browns. You state that you use different types of browns kan, variation of the browns.
We use the same material but different amounts.
Okay,
Just,
yeah, different amount. Okay, sorry. Move to the other slide. I forgot the browns that you use.
Oh, material.
Yeah, type of browns you use. Nah, this one. Nah, how do so you? Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, so you use these 5 types of browns, yeah?
4, ma'am. This is a mistake. Sorry, it was a mistake.
Or not all of them? Only one?
This is supposed to be 4 greens, but this is a mistake for us, ma'am. Technical mistake.
And how many browns there?
We use exactly 4 in this one. 4. So first will be shredded papers. 2 will be the grass clippings. 3 will be the dirt wood chippings, and 4 will be dry leaves.
Okay. So how do you make sure that they mix completely before you divide it into the 3 pots?
Okay, so in this case, ma'am, since we decided to categorize them as one group, right, browns, so we mix all these browns together at first, and then we weighted it on the scale to show these exact weights, and then we decided to place them in afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
I think that's a good start, but next time, please pay attention. You need more reading about the topic. Yeah, what is decomposer? What is brown over here? Brown is part of the thing that you need to decompose actually. Yeah. Okay. Decomposer usually living. Okay. Thank you. That's
Thank you
all
very
for
much.
today.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
5 minutes for you to go to toilets, and maybe secondary 2 will need the 5 minutes for their preparation. Do it right now. Rejoin here in 5 minutes. And I will invite our panelists for the next session, secondary 2 project presentation. Please come Mr. Johan, Miss Melvia, and Mr. Indra, please take your seat in front desk. Hello, lower secondary students, please rejoin in the circle area. We will continue with the next presentation from secondary 2 students. Announcement, the second announcement, with the help of the form teachers, please call all the students of lower secondary, secondary 1, secondary 2 and secondary 3 to regather here in circle area for the last presentation of 2 groups from secondary 2. Sit down, please. Hello, hello, secondary 3 students. Submit all your devices there. Cengiz, your position, your sitting position, please. Rafa, Sam, Our journey through knowledge continues with our secondary 2 students who have delved into the captivating realms of engineering marvels and the rich heritage of ancient Rome. Prepare to be amazed as these young minds unravel the mysteries and achievements of the past. Let's embark on this fascinating expedition together. Now let's give a warm welcome to our secondary 2 groups who will transport us through time and space as they present their projects on engineering marvels or the glorious heritage of ancient Rome. Get ready to be inspired. I will call the first group to present is the group of Dylan. Dylan and friends. Use your time super effectively, more effective.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, I guess. Today, me and a few of my friends, me, Sam, Scarlett, and Emily, are going to present our ancient Roman architecture. We will start with the Google sites, and then the video animation, and lastly, we will showcase our beautiful artifact right over here.
It's better for me to introduce the judges here. First, please stand up, Mr. Johan. And the second panelist here is Miss Melvia. And the third panelist is Mr. Mahendra. Okay, go.
Test. Yeah.
Did you do it? Okay, so ancient Roman architecture often served a political function demonstrating the power of the Roman state in general and of specific individuals responsible for building. So there are famous monumental structures from the Roman Empire, such as the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and aqueducts. Roman buildings display mastery and hard work that are very practical and beautiful. So some of the unique characteristics of Roman architecture are the combination of distinct designs and the use of different materials. So these characteristics can create different types of buildings which were and still are impressive both from the outside and inside. So you can see the images, the first one is the Colosseum, the second is the Pantheon, and the third is the aqueduct.
Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the first ancient Roman architecture, is the aqueduct. Aqueduct is a structure or system used to transport water across a hollow or a valley. Aqueducts are a system of pipes, ditches, canals, tunnels, and supporting structures used to transport water from freshwater sources to a city. The water is then used for drinking, irrigation, and public fountains. In order to build the aqueduct, Augustus, Caligula, and Trajan, as the Roman emperors, all ordered the construction of the aqueduct. The bridges built with rounded stone arches may be the most known aspect of Roman aqueducts. Some of these can still be seen traveling across the lowlands of Europe.
Sorry. This is the arc. Arcs are a structure containing a curved top on two supports that holds the weight of something above it. These are the ancient Roman arc we have: Arc of Constantine, Arc of Titus, and the Triumphal Arch. The Arc of Constantine is a triumphal arch in Rome dedicated to the Emperor Constantine the Great. The arch was commissioned to commemorate the victory and achievements of Emperor Constantine. Arc of Titus. The Arc of Titus is the first arch located on the Via Sacra, Rome, constructed soon after the death of Emperor Titus Flavius Vespasianus in 81 CE. The Arc of Titus commemorates the Roman triumph awarded to Emperor Vespasian and to Titus his son for their victory in the Jewish War, making it a significant historical and architectural, landmark. Triumphal Arch. A triumphal arch is a monument structure in the shape of an archway. Triumphal arch is a monument structure pierced by at least one arched passageway and constructed to honor and to commemorate a significant victory. The next one is temples. First of all, temples are places of worship used like shrines for Romanians to pray to the gods of the religion back in the ancient times. It was also a place for Roman polytheistic religion. The first temple on our list is the Temple of Pantheon. The Pantheon was originally 43 meters in diameter with three interior floors. It was a crucial Roman temple built to appease the gods after the destruction of previous structures. Signaling divine displeasure, it served for worshipping the 12 gods and the living sovereign. Unfortunately, the original appearance was lost to a fire in 110 AD. Next one is Temple of Saturn. The Temple of Saturn linked to agriculture and Rome's original wealth source. housed the state treasury, Arium Populi Roman, beneath its stairs on a high podium. Temple of Bacchus. Temple of Bacchus, originally dedicated to the wine god, it was a part of a larger ancient complex. Over time, it was converted from a temple for Bacchus to a church. Temple of Venus and Roma. The Temple of Venus and Rome, ancient Rome's largest temple, dedicated to Venus Felix and Roma Atirna, it was destroyed by an earthquake in the early 9th century. In the 8th century, it was transformed into an oratory for Saints Peter, Paul, but a significant part of the building was later destroyed.
The Theater of Pompeii was built in 55 BC. It was used for a number of religious and political meetings, as well as performances, comedic strategies, which included the slaughter of many animals and species that were considered as wild beasts, including plays, musical events, and gladiator contests. However, the Theater of Pompeii would soon be turned into a fortress by the Orsini, a very powerful and wealthy family. The Theater of Pompeii was made to show off the victories of its supporter in battles and to get liked by regular people and important rich people.
Okay.
Yes, I will wrap. Basilica used for important meetings, legal matters, and business transactions. It had a central hall with columns on the sides and often had a semicircle area at one end. These buildings were like meeting places and courthouses in Roman cities. That's St. Peter's Basilica, situated in Vatican City, is a renowned symbol of Christianity. This iconic church, designed by Michelangelo and others, stands as a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture and serves as a major pilgrimage site for Catholics worldwide. Archbasilica of St. John Lateran. The Archbasilica of St. John Lateran is the cathedral of the Diocese of Rome and the official seat of the Pope. Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls. This was founded by the Roman Emperor. After the apostle's execution, his followers created a memorial called a Cella Memoriae, St. Mary Major Basilica. St. Mary Major, an ancient basilica dating back to the 5th century, holds a prominent position in Rome and the Universal Church. As one of the oldest churches dedicated to the Blessed Mother, it is also a papal basilica.
It's time for you to present the video
Okay. I know. Hello everyone. Today we will be presenting about Roman architecture. It will be presented by Sam, Scarlett, Emily, and Dylan.
So now we're going to share the presentation overview for the Colosseums. So first we're going to share what the Colosseums are. Second is the purpose. Third is its history. Fourth is the timeline. And fifth is the pillars of the Colosseum. Lastly, for the sixth, we're going to share short scenes of the Colosseum.
The Colosseum. The Colosseum, aka one of the 7 wonders of the world, is widely known for its structure, architecture, and the history within it. It was made between 70 to 72 CE. It was built as part of an imperial effort to revitalize Rome after the hectic year of the 4 emperors, 69 CE.
The purpose of the Colosseum is that the Colosseum was not used just for gladiator contests, but also the Colosseum held executions, plays, and acts based on classical mythology and reenactments of famous battles.
The history of the Colosseum. The Colosseum was created by Roman Emperor Vespasian. It remained active for over 500 years. The last recorded games in history were celebrated in the 6th century. The Colosseum suffered lootings, multiple bombings, and earthquakes, but it finally got destroyed by a great earthquake in 1349.
The purpose of the Colosseum in 70 and 72 CE, Emperor Vespasian wanted the Colosseum to be an entertainment venue, hosting gladiator fights, animal hunts, and etc. The crowd there watched and got entertained as they watched fights and the contests.
Emperor Vespasian. Vespasian worked hard to restore the law, order, and self-respect to Rome after the Civil War. The construction of the Colosseum began under the Emperor Vespasian. Vespasian instructed the constructions of the new amphitheater, aka the Colosseum, which was placed right in the city center. Emperor Vespasian would soon die due to serious diarrhea.
The Colosseum today in 21 CE. As of today, the Colosseum has become the tourist attraction and there is now a museum dedicated to it.
There are three pillars: Ionic, Doric, and Corinthian. The pillars weren't invented in ancient Rome, but instead in ancient Greek. But the Romans did use them in the architecture. Ionic columns pattern is from the side of the column capital. Ionic columns were more ornate than Doric columns. Doric columns is smoother, simpler, and more plain other than the two other columns. Corinthian columns is the most complex column. They are decorative, bell-shaped capital with volutes, 2 rows of acanthus leaves, and an elaborate cornice.
As Ty can see, this is the Colosseum. The Colosseum, along with these many other buildings, was used for people back in this ancient time to live, fight, sleep, act, and to get entertained, and to do the entertaining. As Ty can see.
And then please explain some of your artifact, because we need to save time. Yeah.
So this is the artifact which we made. Yeah. As you can see, it's very round and very made out of cardboard. You can see the inside of it. If you can, it's not gonna break. The main builders for this though was Emily and Scarlett. They really worked on this. I personally think it looks good. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this also. Anyway, some good facts about the Colosseum. The architecture, its curved shape allows everyone in the audience to get a good view. And the 4 floors of the Colosseum has arcs that support the huge structure. Gladiators. Before the gladiator fight starts, gladiators will declare an oath. I will endure to be burned, to be bound, and to be beaten, and to be killed by the sword. And last fact about the Colosseum is the statues. There was 156 statues of gods, heroes, and demigods. The most famous among them was the statue of Nero, modeled after the former Roman emperor, Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. And so that's pretty much it for our presentation. And thank you for listening.
Okay, only 2 questions available here. Miss Johan?
If you say that Emily and Scarlett were the one responsible for the building of the artifact, what were your responsibilities, Dylan and Sam? What did you do?
So we knew you were gonna ask this, and here are our roles. As you can see, I researched for the sites and researched for the video animation. And apparently I was the motivator. Sam also helped with the sites, and he also researched for the video animation that you saw before. Scarlett also researched for the sites, I guess, researched for video animation, and created the script. Emily She edited the video animation and provided materials for the Colosseum, like the cardboard and the glue, super glue.
Well, another question. What made you decide to choose Colosseum instead of the others like Aqueduct and everything else?
Because Colosseum is the most well-known, famous one, and it's cool. So.
Okay.
One more question coming from Kaylin here.
You.
This is your first time experiencing her.
I experienced it before.
The camera of the YouTube can.
Is it here? Okay, so I have a question. And I'm going to ask, in a historical point of view, so what was the original Colosseum made of, and why do you think the people back then chose this material to build the Colosseum from?
I don't know. It was made of stone. Yeah, good carved stone.
What kind of stone?
Really thick and good stone that they found.
Don't you think it'll be heavy? Why do they choose stone? Why don't they choose maybe bricks?
Because stone is strong and it is easy to transport. Yeah.
You sure, bro?
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
What was the original Colosseum made of, and why do you think they choose that material to build it from? You got your answer right there.
Okay, I think that's the end of
Thank you.
the question and answer. Thank you very much for this group. I will call the second group. The second group, Abi and Richelle and Michelle.
Yeah.
Ma'am Liani, some guests from the Great Bandung are waiting in your room. Okay. You only have 15 minutes, include the question and answer. Okay, go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our presentation on Roman politics and government. We are Group 3, and our team members are Michelle, Richelle, and myself, Abby. Let's move on to the introduction. Romans made rules a long time ago. In 509 BC, They chose leaders to decide things. In 450 BC, they wrote basic laws on tablets called the 12 Tables. People like Julius Caesar and Cicero affected how laws were made. The Roman rules were still affect how we govern and make laws in the West.
So the purpose of our project presentation is to cooperate with the subjects of history, English, and ICT. Our presentations will include informations about the politics and governance of ancient Rome, including who was in charge of each and how it worked, along with the toga of an ancient Roman Senate. Our presentation will also feature the Roman laurel wreath worn by ancient Roman emperors.
Now we are going to show you our animated video.
Hello everyone, welcome to our history project presentation video. In this video, we're going to be exploring the ancient Roman politics and government.
The Roman Republic. The Roman Republic was a period in history when Rome was ruled by elected leaders known as senators. They made laws and made decisions for the people. People had a say in what happened by voting. It lasted around 500 years before giving way to the Roman Empire, which had an emperor.
From 753 until 509 BC, Rome was founded by Romulus in 753 BC, beginning as a monarchy with kings in charge.
From 509 to 27 BCE, the Roman Republic emerged after the overthrow of kings in 509 BCE.
From 133 to 31 BCE, the Roman Republic faced internal conflicts, public discontent, and power struggles among leaders.
From 60 to 53 BC, Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus joined forces to strengthen their political influence.
From 49 to 44 BCE, Caesar's crossing of the Rubicon River in 49 BCE triggered a civil war, leading to his permanent rule in 44 BCE.
In 44 BCE, the assassination of Caesar on the Ides of March caused further political chaos.
From 43 to 33 BC, Octavian, or later Augustus, Mark Antony, and Lepidus teamed up to seek revenge for Caesar's murder, culminating in the Battle of Actium in 31 BC.
From 27 BCE onward, the Roman Republic transformed into the Roman Empire when Octavian became the first emperor, adopting the title Augustus in 27 BCE.
The Roman Empire was split into two, the Eastern and Western empires, which had its own emperor. The Roman Empire ended up because of its invasions of Germanic tribes.
There are 4 architectural columns. The columns are not made by ancient Romans, but by ancient Greeks, though ancient Romans still use them. Doric, which is characterized by basic sturdy pillars with grooves and a plain top. Ionic, which has fancy tops and is thin with grooves. Corinthian, which has fancy tops, are narrow and have decorative and detailed elements. And last, Composite, which is a blend of Ionic and Corinthian, and looks elegant and ornate.
Here are 3 architectures we have chosen to show you. First is the Augustus of Prima Porta, which can be found in the Vatican Museum in Vatican City. Second is the equestrian statue of Marcus Aurelius, which can be found in Capitoline Hill, Rome, Italy. And last, Trajan's Column.
First, the statue of Augustus of Prima Porta depicts the first Roman emperor appearing strong and connected to the gods. It is crafted
During the of Roman in a tall sculpture. The ancient Roman government. Ancient Romans began with kings, moved to leaders chosen by the people, and then had emperors with a lot of power. They influenced how countries are run today, like picking leaders and having rules everyone follows.
The ancient Roman politics. Politics in ancient Rome was important in creating the Roman Empire. They switched from having a king to senates. With important leaders, there were many conflicts between regular and wealthy people. It was confusing, but the Roman Senate remained in place.
The 12 Tables were ancient Roman rule from 450 BC about family, properties, and laws. They were put in public for everyone to see. Rome also had judges and senate to make legal decisions, and these old rules still influence laws today.
Now we will be displaying a short clip of Octavian's speech to the Senate.
Esteemed senators, I take this first moment before you not to glorify myself, but to honor my father. In his honor, I declare that my term as consul shall usher in a new era, an era of moral virtue, of dignity. The debauchery and chaos we have had to endure will now end. Rome shall be again as she once was, a proud republic of virtuous women and honest men.
As it should, and if you observe carefully, you'll find this to be so. By Marcus Aurelius. Thank you for watching.
For further information, feel free to visit our Google site.
Ancient Rome. Over 2,000 years ago, ancient Rome's powerful civilization started as a small village and expanded into a massive empire. Roman architecture, including the Colosseum, is well known, but their engineering, governance, and laws, known as Roman law, shaped the world.
This is the map of ancient Roman Empire. Rome is located on the Tiber River. It is on the southwest of Macedonia and the southwest of the Mediterranean Sea, called Mare Nostrum, which is the Latin name meaning our sea. Rome was just a small city, but it expanded by the military. Most of the cities around Mare Nostrum are a part of Rome, and the sea Mare Nostrum is also a part of Rome.
Moving on to the shift from a republic to an empire. In ancient Rome, they had a system where people voted to pick their leaders. It was called a republic. But things got messy with power struggles, especially when Julius Caesar became really powerful. After Caesar was killed, a guy named Octavian took charge and became the first emperor. This shift from a republic to an empire brought more stability, and there was a time of peace called the Pax Romana, which means Roman peace. The voting system. In ancient Rome, when choosing leaders, the important people and others voted one after another. They started with the first group and went in order. The voting stopped when all the jobs were filled. In some cases, groups voted at the same time, but the final decision order was picked randomly, and it ended when all the jobs were taken.
Here's the Rome voting system. How were laws voted? In ancient Rome, they had important rules called the Constitution. It had leaders chosen by people, big meetings, and a group called the Senate. People in those meetings picked the leaders, made rules, and sometimes solved problems.
Even when the Roman Empire fell, its influence endured. Rome is an important historical figure because it influenced language, law, architecture, and the development of the West.
How does ancient Roman politics work? The Senate, which was made up of wealthy and powerful people, acted as a consultative body and provided advice for legislative issues.
Okay, now Sam will use for our project presentation.
With the help of Richelle and Michelle, because it's their project.
So this is one of the example of toga wort in the ancient Roman.
So the crown that is worn by Sam is the laurel wreath crown, which is worn by the Roman emperors.
So as you can see here,
Okay. Straight to the summary. So this is the summary. The key points of our project presentation today is the shift to an empire from the Republic. The shift to an empire brought more stability and a time of peace called the Pax Romana.
the key figures in Roman politics and governments. The Roman Forum was like ancient Rome downtown, where politics, meetings, and speeches happens. It was surrounded by important buildings and used for important events. How are the Roman politics and governments were successful?
The Roman Forum. The Roman Forum was like ancient Rome's downtown, where politics, meetings, and speeches happened. It was surrounded by important buildings and used for important events.
And the columns of ancient Rome and other architectures. The columns are not made by ancient Romans, but by the ancient Greeks, though ancient Romans still use them. So thank you for listening. Do you have any other questions for us to answer?
Any question? Maybe one question for them? Yeah, you have a question. Okay. You can still wear it. Help him. Misha and Risha, it's like... Okay. Okay, one question from you.
This is not my question. It is from Kaylin, but because she has to go home, I will ask it in her behalf. How large is the influence of Greek culture on Roman law? List some examples of laws in Roman culture that are influenced by Greek culture.
Answer it.
So the examples are now the Greek or Roman laws are put in our modern world, such as the checks and also the banks. So it actually taken from the Roman ancient.
Any more questions? From the teachers?
You guys use CE, what does it stand for? In one of your slides, you use CE. Look at the slide.
Before apa sih?
You have timeline.
Common.
You have CE. What does it stand for?
It means before Common Era, and the CE means Common Era.
Can you please look at that slide? The one with CE and B. No. You have a timeline.
Oh, in the video.
Is it in the video? I don't think so. It is a lot.
The timeline is in the video.
Okay. Can you show it to me?
Hello,
Yeah, okay. Why did you use BCE, and for the other one, the one on the right, you use AD? Why didn't you use CE? Do you know why we use BCE instead of BC? I've told you in the class, right? Before Christ. Remember?
Maybe because like AD is like Latin.
What does AD stand for then?
Oh, sorry, I think we forgot.
Oh, it's okay.
AD is Anno Domini in Latin. Ya, in bahasa tahun Tuhan. Okay, that will be that conclude our program of the project presentation. No other question. Then the panelists will join to discuss the result. But we will close this session with a prayer. Please be ready. Okay, let us pray. Heavenly Father, as we bring this gathering to a close, we thank you for the inspiration and knowledge shared today. Bless our students, faculty, and guests. Bless our students, teachers, and guests. May the seeds of creativity planted today continue to grow into a garden of wisdom. We offer our gratitude for your guidance and protection. Amen. Thank you very much. Your driver and your parents are waiting outside. Please give applause to all of you. Garden of wisdom. We offer our gratitude. Pak Lothar. Give applause to all of you.